Hello everyone. This is Dr. Shruti Tushar Wadke, working as a cornea, cataract and refractive consultant at Visionix Foundation Eye Care Hospital, Bopodi at Pune. Okay, today we'll be discussing about the dry eyes, which is very common problem among the all age group because of today's lifestyle and different kind of food habits and different high uses of the screen, mobiles and laptop. As we know, we all facing the corona pandemic, so most of us are working except the doctors, or most of the fields they are working from home, so they have to spend a lot of time on screen like mobile or either laptop. So these problems have, the dry eyes problem has increased a lot. Okay, so mainly there are two reasons basically for dry eyes. Either there is a less production of the moisture layer, we call it as a tear film in the eyes, or either there is early evaporation of this tear film, so there is a less amount of tear film available to moisten the eyes. So basically we have to treat the cause about the dryness. So what are the symptoms which you face when you have a dry eye? So you will feel slight irritation throughout the day, which increases in the evening. You feel a redness of eyes, or either you feel there is a itching in the eyes, you feel like rubbing your eyes, or there is a swelling of the eyelids, or you feel there is a pressure over your eyes. So these are the very common symptoms you face when you have a dry eyes, and any one of them is a alarming sign that you should need your eyes to be tested. Okay, so first we'll look at the what are the different reasons we face for the dry eyes. So mainly when there is a less production of this tear film, so there are different glands in the eyes which are responsible for these secretions. So there could be any of the pathology which is affecting these glands. So we have to do few tests to exactly know the cause of the dry eyes. So there are different aggravating factors, just as over contact lens use people, they have more prone for the dry eyes. Then there are mainly in the summer days or in the windy conditions, there are different environmental factors where the humidity is less, there are people more often suffer from the dry eyes. There are different infections which also leads to the dryness of eyes. And there are different medications also, like antihistaminic drugs which we treat for cold and cough, or any anti-allergic medications, they also induce the dryness of eyes. Then there are different antidepressant or psychotic drugs which are known for causing dryness of tissue. So we have to take a detailed history from the patient and the proper actually the cause of the dryness in the patient, and then we exactly need to treat it. So the females are in general more prone for the dry eyes because there is a major reason for this is hormonal imbalance. Females are more prone for hormonal changes, so they more often suffer from the dry eyes because of there is always change in the hormonal levels. So these also affects this glands which produces the tear film. So how to diagnose this dry eyes? So you have to consult your ophthalmologist if you feel any of the symptoms, and there are different tests in which we actually measure what is the quantity of the tear film production, what is the quality of the tear film, what is getting produced. And there are different tests like Schirmer's test, then T-Burt test are there, then there are different machines on which we actually can scan the glands which are responsible to secrete this tear film. So we can actually see the abnormality over the glands. We call it as a meibomiography. So it actually scans the meibomian glands which are responsible for the tear film production. And there are different corneal evaluations. So cornea is basically a front glass of the eye, which is more prone for dryness, because if the tear film, which is a protective cover over this glass, if it gets hampered, then there are different problems the cornea can face. So there are different tests in which we actually assess the cornea and check the severity of dryness. There are different grades of the dryness, like grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. So 3 and 4 is a very severe dryness. Another important factor is immunological status of the patient. So if patient is suffering from any immunological disorder like rheumatoid arthritis, or different Steven Johnson syndrome, or any history of chemical injury which causes actually damage to these glands which secretes the moisture layer of the eye, So we do have to assess all these things, and we have to take care of all these things and then treat the patient. Coming to the treatment of the dry eyes, there are different modality. If it is mild and moderate, then we can actually give patients a little of eye drops, which are basically just substitute for the tear film, and that those drops can take care of the deficiency of the tear film. But if there is a pathology behind the behind the dry eye is something different, then we really sometimes require to give oral drugs for same. Then first thing which I usually advise my patient to take, protect their eyes whenever you are going in the sunlight or bright light, or any windy area or hilly area where there is a flow of wind is more, you have to use the sunglasses to protect your eyes. So it actually protects whatever tear film it is there, and plus it reduces the evaporation of the tear film, which in turns reduces the chances of the dry eye. Then another things we can give drops if the patient has some allergic disease or infection, because of which secondary he is suffering from dry eye. We have to actually treat that infection and allergy. So there are different drops which are available, different brands, but the main agenda behind this is to treat the basic cause of the dryness. Then there are different eye ointment, which has more duration of action. So it less frequency we can suggest some patients who are into a field work. They cannot put drops more frequency. So there are different eye ointments which we can prescribe them. So they can take care of this dryness very long time. There are different, for those who have the lifestyle or profession in which they have to sit into continuous air condition, they are continuously exposed to a artificial environment where there is no natural light and there is no natural environment, so it also causes more dryness. So in such condition we can advise them to keep some dehumidifiers in the room, so that will keep the environment moist, and which will in turn reduce the evaporation of the eyes and reduces the symptoms of the dry eye. Then there are few supplements. So supplements like omega fatty acids. So these are supplements which causes improve in the quality of tear film. So that also increases the chances of good amount of tear film production and reduces the dryness of the eyes. Coming to the newest diagnostic and treatment modality of dry eye, we do have intense light pulse treatment, which causes a different wavelength of light which is given to the eyes, and it causes the stimulation. It is causes the photobiosynthesis and photobiometabolism of the glands, and it induces the increase in the synthesis of the secretions of this gland, and in turn it also improves the quality of the secretions of these glands and reduces the dry eye. That is a very effective method to treat the dry eye, where all the eye drops and eye ointment fails. So this treatment is very effective because it actually treats the cause of the dry eye. So what it causes, it causes the liquefaction of the hardened secretions which are clogged into the glands, and it ease the flow of that secretions into the eye, and there is a proper uniform surface distribution of this highly good quality of tear film, and that in turn reduces the dry eye symptoms. Thank you for all giving me this opportunity to share my views. I hope this information helps all of you for your routine life, and it improves the quality of your life. Thank you.